Hey, Reuben. I know I'm supposed to be looking for something, Reuben. Any idea what? What's that, boy? You see something over there? You doing okay, buddy? High five, Reuben. Well, I'm gonna keep looking.
Thought you could trick me, huh, fake son? Well, it's not gonna work. What's up, Jesse?
Either of you guys know what's eating Lucas?
Well, as a longtime observer of human behavior...
We have no idea. Try, talking to him.
You both doing okay?
Could be worse. Could be better.
Found anything interesting?
Just that button.
Doesn't really seem to do anything, though.
I'm gonna keep poking around.
Right.
Well, at least that's not made of wool. Must be all sorts of hidden water systems in this place.
What do you want?
Petra's worried about you.
Listen, I know I've been prickly, okay? But... Jesse, I think something's wrong with Petra. I mean, you have to have noticed. The lack of energy, the labored breathing.
I wish I could tell you, but I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Wait, talk about what? Jesse, if I'm right about this, you have to tell me. It's not fooling anybody. At least not me.
Look, Lucas, Petra's sick.
How long have you known?
A while, but she asked me not to say anything. The wither infected her with something.
So everything I was worried about is true. This is my fault, Jesse. Petra's wither sickness, it's because of me.
So that's why you've been so angry? Because you feel guilty?
If I hadn't choked, you would have been able to pull Petra out of that tractor beam sooner.
For all we know, Petra didn't get sick until way after that.
Maybe you're right. If one of our best fighters is sick, do we even stand a chance anymore? Not like we haven't dealt with some grade A problems before, but I just can't help feeling kinda hopeless.
If we stick together, we can do anything. Even something that feels impossible.
It just feels extra impossible now.
Then we stick together extra hard.
Okay. I just kinda wish Petra would tell everybody. It would just make things easier.
It's, cute, I guess. Neat! sounds like the music is coming through the wall. Looks kind of like clouds made out of glass. Cool. Didn't do anything.
Hey, Jesse.
I kind of need to get at that lever you're blocking. Thanks.
Yep.
That's weird. Hey everyone, I think I found Soren's way out!
Way to go, Jesse. That's awesome.
Nice sleuthing, Jesse. Sorry I wasn't more help back there. When I think back to how I ran all over Endercon looking for Ivor, or when I got that skull, it's hard to imagine I did any of that, now that I'm like this.
Don't even worry about it, Petra, and don't apologize.
Thanks. We'll check out the rest of the house. See if we can find Soren before he finds us.
Guess the water system isn't just for the outside. Not that the outside was actually the outside. You could fit hundreds of people in here, but it doesn't look like it's being used for much of anything. Well, the music's louder, but I don't hear anyone talking in there. Let's see what's going on behind this door.
And I call that one Symphony in E. A new composition to celebrate my newest discovery.
That's him!
This time, I observed
Soren!
one place a block on top of another block.
What the?
Rudimentary, yes, but
It's just a
sign of
recording.
undeniable intelligence. I hope I'm not imagining things.
After all that, he's not even here?
I better eat something. I'm positively lightheaded with excitement.
We came all this way, and for what? We're no closer to Soren than before.
Well, this record didn't turn on by itself.
Huh, good point. I guess he really likes the sound of his own voice then.
That's better.
Maybe there's something useful
Well,
on this record.
Our next
I
step
can
is
figure
to
out
see
what he's
whether they might
talking
be able to
about.
be persuaded to build collaboratively. I've worked up a simple set of building instructions to inspire them. I will disguise myself and hide among them in order to observe them more closely. Oh,
Hide
I feel a
among
new
them. Hide
composition
among
coming
who?
Jesse? Do you think Soren is talking about
Them? Then again, everything else about this guy has been pointing to crazy.
But even if you could, why would you want to? You think he's actually training Endermen to build stuff?
I think he thinks he's training Endermen to build stuff.
Let's look around, see what we could find out. Calls of the Enderman.
And finally, an Enderman love song. It's all just fascinating.
Enderman Observations Part 27?
I've been watching the Endermen up close today, and I'm convinced that I may have caught them communicating. Or at the very least, two of them stood near each other for an extended period. It was very exciting. Then they wandered away. But it seemed deliberate. Maybe. I followed one of them for the next 3 hours. Here's what happened.
Totemic constructions of peaceful Endermen.
Could Endermen be implored to work together? Or are they like sheep and pigs, wandering randomly and doing things based on whim rather than higher thought processes? I've already decided that only Endermen at peace build structures. When agitated, such as yesterday, they don't seem to have any interest in building things, only hitting me with their fists. Repeatedly. Meanwhile, peaceful Endermen will move blocks from place to place, on and on, seemingly ad infinitum, until they somehow achieve satisfaction and teleport away. Clearly, this will require further detailed observation. I am so lonely.
The folly of pumpkins?
Wearing a pumpkin may stop the Endermen from attacking me, but I remain convinced it is also altering their behavior, as if their preternatural knowledge of my presence keeps them from revealing their true natures. Therefore, I have now begun to fashion a camouflage suit that will allow me to mingle amongst these heretofore inscrutable creatures, and, like a fearless explorer burning his boats to the ground upon reaching the shores of a new land, my entire cache of pumpkins has now been baked into delicious pies.
Hey, Olivia. What do you think the others have found?
I don't know. Soren's mansion looked huge, but the lab seems to be where the real answers are.
I'm no art snob, but meh. Found something.
What you got?
It's definitely some sort of crafting recipe. But why would someone as brilliant as Soren need a recipe for a shape that simple?
Because they're not for Soren. They're for the Endermen. This must be what he's trying to teach them to build.
Those instructions called for clay blocks, just like this one. I'll take this one, too. That's 3 I've grabbed so far. You find anything useful? Worth asking. Olivia, check it out.
An Enderman suit? Either Soren's got a very unique fashion sense or... Wait a second!
This must be the disguise Soren was talking about on the recording.
In order to walk amongst the Endermen, you have to become an Enderman.
Oh, it smelled like one apparently. Woof.
Okay, so... if Soren is using those blueprints to teach the Endermen to build, and there's a disguise missing from the stand...
He must be conducting his experiment right now.
Of course! The missing disguise is the one he had to put on before going outside.
Which means if we want to get to Soren, we have to go out there to do it. That leftover Enderman suit would fit me. Guess it's time to play dress-up. How do I look?
I don't think you want my honest opinion. But it just might do the trick. Hang on a second. Soren in disguise looks like any old Enderman, and so will you. How are you going to find him? Walk up to every Enderman out there and say, "Hey, are you Soren?" The whole point of the disguise is to avoid that kind of attention.
We just need to stand out without being seen, like a shadow in the night.
What? Try not to die, okay? I'd really hate to have to watch that from behind this protective glass.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Okay, we've just got to get Soren's attention and avoid attracting theirs.
Cracked it yet?
Not yet, but I'm getting closer.